She dancing dirty. She twerking on me. Them hundos on me. She love my foreign. Boss made shawty on the pole, now she sliding my ride.
You know, one of the things that's on my bucket list before I die is to have a neighbor, right, that's like she's like around the same age as me, you know, whether, you know, it's a mom, aka MILF, right, or like a daughter that's around the same age as me, and she's either fat as hell or just like dumb cute, right? And that's my neighbor. You see where I'm going with that? You know, it's just, I can literally be clucking anytime I want. Like, oh my God. Oh man, some of y'all, if you're in a situation like that, vice versa, if it's, you know, if you're a female and you have a neighbor that's either like a, you know, a guy neighbor that's around the same age as you, whether it's a DILF, it's like the same thing as a MILF, or like a son that's around the same age as you, like, man, if you're in a situation like that and your neighbor, are you clapping anytime you want? Oh man, she's right there. Like, that's your neighbor. Like, the daughter is just fine as hell, bro. Oh my God, yo, that's your neighbor. That's either your neighbor that's right next door to you, or like in your neighborhood. Oh my God. I would love to be in a situation like that, you know, before I die. Oh man. But some of y'all are already in that situation or position, or about to be in that position. And to the ones that's in that position right now, oh man, you're living the best life right now. Hold on. I can't really get up because I got just underwear on. I'm not fucking naked, okay? Like, some of y'all think I'm naked in this bitch. I'm not naked. That's weird, and that's a motherfucker. Hold on. But, yeah, to the ones that's in that position right now, normally I would say my hat goes off to you, but my red flag goes off to you. Just saying. Let's get it though. Sup? No. Okay. No audio. Okay. I'm sorry. It's totally unprofessional. Okay. Reverse. Back up. Sup? No.
A scary random encounter by definition can happen anytime, anywhere.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, brother. And because anything can happen at any given time, you need to have Adidas at all times.
Instantly transforming an otherwise pleasant moment into the most terrifying instance of your life. Number 11. This video begins with a man approaching and yelling at these two teenagers. The man seems very upset.
Wow, I did not mean to pause it right there. So, mega pause right there. But I can't take anybody with shorts that small. Like, come on, like, pause on that shit. Like, your whole print is like right there in my face. Like, back the hell up. Give me about, you know, a couple, like 4 or 5 feet. Don't just be all up on me with shorts that small. Like, you sus right now. Okay? And anybody, any guys that wear shorts like that, you know they are on some bullshit. I'm just saying. Bro, like, your whole print is right there in my face. Back the hell up.
And appears to be holding a large rock.
Oh, damn.
What's walking? Oh, yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're both intimidating little... And I don't get intimidated easy. What have we done to you? Don't you tell me. Don't trust me.
He tells the teenagers to leave immediately, but they are unsure what they've done wrong. The man never seems to give a clear answer, but repeatedly tells them to take off, still while holding the rock.
That's a big-ass rock.
He swings back at one point, but luckily never uses it. What's really scary about this video is how unpredictable this man is, and how he seems to be reacting like this towards the two friends for simply walking down the street. Number 10. Florida resident Candace Spivey was shopping at Target when she was approached by a stranger. This man started a polite conversation with her, but something was wrong. The same man had done this same thing to her earlier at a grocery store.
Do you remember running into me in the grocery store?
Did you see how fast it was like that motherfucker had on Adidas? Did you see how fast that motherfucker just turned to the right? Like, he got the hell out of there when she was like, do you remember me running? Do you remember running into me at the grocery store? He got the hell out of there. He on some weird shit, bro. He on some sus shit. He's on that creepy shit, bro. He got the hell out of there when she started to remember him. Yo. Yo, he ran so fast. That's ridiculous, yo.
Hey, where are you going? Come back. Hey, stop this guy. Stop him. Stop that guy. Call the cops. Call the cops on him. Call the cops.
As soon as she confronts the man on it, he takes off and she follows him out of the store.
Oh, damn.
Apparently, this was a registered offender who secretly recorded women. This just goes to show you never know who the real person is behind a polite stranger. Hopefully, this man stopped his horrible actions after being publicly confronted like this.
Oh, that's nasty.
Number 9.
That's weird.
Two friends are walking down the street completely unaware of a scary paranormal encounter waiting to unfold at random.
What you saying?
Right here, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's following them. Look at it. Look at it.
A strange black mist slowly descends out of nowhere. I do find the timing to be an eerie coincidence and agree this could be paranormal. With that said, the friend on the right seems to sense an apparition more than he sees it. He doesn't necessarily look terrified, but he does bring his hand up to his chin as if he is uncertain of something nearby. The other friend does not appear to see anything at all. If this was a ghost, then maybe the camera was recording.
I guarantee you, $5. If they had on Adidas at that point in time, they would have sensed the hell out of that shit and either hauled ass together or split up and hauled ass. But neither one of them had on Adidas. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my God, excuse me. So I can see why they, you know, their red flag senses were completely shut the fuck off.
Thing that neither one of them could fully perceive. Then again, this looks like it could be an out-of-focus insect walking along the camera lens. Let me know which possibility you think is the real answer. Number 8. YouTuber X Hurtari is hanging out with some friends in a cul-de-sac when they encounter an angry woman who seemingly confronts them for no reason.
You don't know where I live. It won't be hard to figure out. You're out all the time. Why are you gonna? I try to apologize.
She's walking. She's outside, barefooted. You know she on some bullshit. You know she means all kinds of harm and disrespect. Why is she barefooted? Wasn't she just in the car? So you telling me this bitch was driving barefooted? That's nasty. You probably have athlete's foot and some. You probably got no Adidas. You probably really have no Adidas disease. I don't know what the hell that means, but I just said it.
Quit walking towards me. Quit walking towards me.
At the start of the video, he is apologizing for something and tells her to have a good day, but it isn't clear what he is apologizing for. Over the next 4 minutes, this woman angrily rambles at the boys, while the YouTuber tries to calm down the situation. Things get scary when the woman starts to drive off, but stops and begins reversing towards the boys in the street. In the end, nothing gets resolved between the groups and the lady eventually drives off. The question remains is why was this woman so upset? And we may never get the answer to that question. Number 7.
Sound like some personal
This body cam footage begins with an officer making his way up apartment stairs before he is met with a man behind a door holding 2 kitchen blades.
Is there anything I can reasonably say or do, okay, that's going to help me and help you to put those knives down?
The officers tell him to stay calm and to put what's in his hands on the ground. The man refuses and the officer further pleads with the man. Eventually, they resort to taking this man down by any means necessary.
Right.
They successfully take him into custody. I'm sure cops have some of the scariest random encounters, and who knows which future ones will be captured on body cam.
Y'all may call me like a bad person or whatever, but in a situation like that, you can't, that bitch had got knives. So, you either, because I don't even think I would open a door, right? I would probably shoot him, not dead, obviously, but like, I would probably shoot him probably like in the shoulder or something, or like on the side or something, like no major arteries or anything like that, like nothing to like, hurt him a lot or whatever. Like, I don't want to kill him. I don't want to break nothing. I may just like, I don't know, like, shoot him somewhere where he can, I don't know, still heal or whatever, but he would, go down or whatever, through the glass, because I'm not opening that door. I'm not. You got me? Nah, you got it.
Maybe it'll be something even more intense than this encounter. Number 6. A kid is checking out his loose tooth in the mirror when his reflection appears to move away before he does. It happens in a split second,
okay.
so you have to look closely to see it. Maybe it's just the angle, but the reflection really does appear to lean away while the child himself remains stationary.
Angle my
Everything
ass.
from an optical illusion to a haunted mirror has been proposed with no concrete answer. So if you...
Either the real boy is not a real boy, or his reflection is fucking with him. And it's something in that house. Or something about that boy. Maybe that boy... hell no. If I was in that house, in that room, recording, or just in that room and I noticed that shit. Because, I mean, it's pretty, you know, it's pretty obvious that his, I don't know how the hell they did that shit. But it's pretty obvious, because this, I'm stuttering right now because it's starting to freak me out a little bit. That, man, it's pretty obvious to notice his reflection moving a couple of seconds, a second or two, before the real, you know, thing. I'm saying thing, and I'm not, you know, I don't know if that's, I don't know if he's human or not, you know, so, yeah. But his, that thing's reflection definitely moved a couple of seconds before the real thing did. Just saying. And because it did, if I was in that situation, I would have said, hell no! As I'm running.
Know the proper explanation, then be sure to let me know. Number 5. A lady in a car confronts this group after she believed they were making rude comments about her daughter. The group of boys try to argue that she is mistaken and they have done nothing wrong. The woman seems not to believe them, and that's where things get heated.
I'm just trying to look to where you live.
Why?
Why? You live. You're not coming to my house. I want to talk to your parents.
You're not coming to my house.
Are you going to cry?
You're not coming to my house.
She parks her car in the road and comes right up to the group. They begin to argue back and forth and nothing gets resolved.
She can get it.
Police were eventually called and that's where the video ends.
Oh, yeah.
It remains unclear if the boys had done anything wrong or if the woman was acting like this for no reason. Number 4. A YouTuber named Teddy Sakavive goes to check out an abandoned house but doesn't get any further than the front porch. First, his friend says that he sees someone's face looking down at them from a window above. Teddy doesn't believe his friend until he shines the flashlight at the window and catches a glimpse of it for himself. It's hard to notice at first, but at the 27-second mark, he does manage to capture the brief image of a woman's face, her mouth hanging wide open in a silent scream. What's especially creepy is that there's no face in the window on the first pass of his flashlight. It is only when he passes over the window a second time that the face randomly appears. Number 3. A YouTuber called Are You Amazed decides to try an urban legend, which, if done correctly, will transport him to the spirit realm after pressing floor numbers in a special sequence.
Really, bro?
Nothing seems to be happening until he presses the last elevator button, which, as you can see here, is clearly a 6. They start to get scared when the elevator hits the 6th floor and promptly keeps moving. Yo, I pressed 6. Yo, where is he? The door gets stuck for a while on the 11th floor and then suddenly opens. A strange man they have never seen before is standing before them with clasped hands and a knowing look on his face. What's weird?
Okay. First of all, no. Right. Second of all, if you ever open up a elevator and somebody is on the other side of the elevator, and they're either in two positions. They're either like this, just, you know, arms by their side. Okay, that's cool. You know, they don't mean no harm, right? But if you open up the elevator and there's somebody on the other side of the elevator and they're like this, like I can't really show you. Oh, yes I can. If they're like this, like this, right? Like he is right now, right? That motherfucker do mean harm, And, yeah, you're about 3 seconds to getting fucked up.
How the man doesn't even seem to get into the elevator.
Talking about something.
As they step around him and rush down the stairs, Are You Amazed still not as sure exactly what happened, or if the scary random encounter was supernatural. I guess the person waiting for them could have just been a normal guy waiting for the elevator.
My ass.
But if that's the case, then I'm not sure why it didn't stop at the 6th floor first. Also, I should say that the number 11 is considered an unlucky number in many cultures, so it might not be a coincidence that this is the floor they stopped on. Number 2. A YouTuber named JackCKXX is exploring an abandoned factory with some friends. When they come across stairs leading to the upper levels, something feels incredibly off about the place, but none of them want to look like the scared ones, so they all move deeper into the complex. They search around for a few minutes and don't find much besides an old picture. The factory has been abandoned for well over a decade, yet it feels like something is watching and following them at every turn. Finally, one of them has had enough and doesn't care about being brave anymore. He looks down a pitch-black hallway and says,
Jack, I think we should leave.
Now they are sure something is nearby and they start speaking in hushed whispers. It's hard to tell what they are saying, but it's clear that they are quite ready to get out of here. Meanwhile, whatever is watching them from the shadows is no longer worried about staying quiet and seems to be approaching fast. There's nothing left to do except find the nearest exit and get out, but everyone is too scared to think anymore and they remain frozen in place, listening in terror as footsteps draw near. Finally, something scares them into immediate action. As fast as they can and quickly make it out of the factory in less than a minute. I have no idea what could make that noise, but I'm almost positive it wasn't human. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration.
Right.
If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. My new music video Stranger was recently released. Could I get your honest opinion on whether it's good or bad? Tap the circle icon in the top right corner, then tap my music video to watch it. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person, so if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. After Snapchatting, a kid knocked down some stuff with a soccer ball. The boy's father confronts this teen over it. He deletes the Snapchat, but the father wants the police called. He tries to run, but the father grabs his waist and tells him he's not going anywhere.
I'm not filming your kid. You're not leaving anywhere. He's holding me up against the bike. Hey, son in the red hat. Yes, sir. Hey, can you come back, please? Yes, sir. Call him. Call him. Call him. Nobody's touching you. You don't me up against the bikes. You're going to cuss me out and film my...
The
Pedophile.
recording is obviously frightened at this point and tries to leave multiple times, but is always grabbed and stopped by the father. An officer eventually arrives, and after hearing what happens, he says what the teen did isn't against the law and tells him to take off.
So I am going to ask you to leave, and if something's on there, I ask you. I'm not telling you, please delete it. Yes, I know it's gone. I promise you it's gone. Get out of here. Leave the store. Whatever y'all got to do.
I think it's understandable that this father didn't want his son being recorded, but he handled the situation in a way that made this encounter way worse for everyone involved. It's hard to fool an expert, but these unsettling videos have been baffling experts in their respective fields. Let's analyze these videos and see if we can succeed where the experts have failed.
You know what I noticed in these videos that we just reacted to? A lot of people are are not minding their business, their own business. You know, they always worried about somebody else's business. Like, get the fuck out of their business and worry about yourself. You know? And it also seems like a lot of people are like, you know, I don't know, like, it's probably like one of my biggest pet peeves. You know, like, it's just like, because I'm coming from an area where, okay, that was kind of weird because my camera just literally just cut off by itself. It's probably because it's literally 3 a.m. right now. So I just realized I'm recording in prime time, paranormal time. So I'm gonna hurry up with my commentary. But you know, it's just like, cause yeah, I'm coming from like an area where, you know, people mind their own motherfucking business. Like, let me do me and you do you. Like, fuck, stop finding like the smallest things that you know, that irritates you, or it's like people want confrontation. It's like people want problems. You know, like, back the fuck up and let me do me. And hey, if you ever looking at yourself in the mirror and your reflection does something totally different, or there's a delay in your reflection, like say for instance, you know, you wave at yourself in a mirror, right? And say for instance, you waved at yourself, right? And when you waved at yourself, your reflection didn't move. What you doing? Let me know that in the comment section. I may just end my life right then and there. I'm not even gonna lie with you. Like, oh my God. Can you imagine that shit though? Like, you looking at yourself in the mirror and your reflection either does something that's something that you're not doing, or there's a delay in your reflection's reaction, I guess, you know? Shit. But yeah, oh my God, that's weird. Now I'm starting to creep myself out a little bit. Like, you're looking at yourself in the mirror and your reflection does something that you're not doing. You good. You might as well call up God. Be like, hey, yo, God, what's up? I'll be with you in a couple of seconds. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.